Hey, lovely, it's Susie Ashworth here, mindset, marketing, and messaging mentor. And today I wanted to chat to you about whether we should be reading more or not. So many of the mentors that I subscribe to believe completely opposite ends of the spectrum. So you have some people who are telling us that we should read and devour every single book that has ever been written. And then at the other end of the scale, you have people saying, particularly during creation time, that they don't want to be reading anything because they want to make sure that all of their ideas are coming from their heart rather than being influenced by what the latest trends are or what other people are doing. And then actually you have some people in the middle of that saying that we should just be reading, say, one book until we have mastered and implemented all of the lessons from within. So where do I sit on that scale? Actually, it's a little bit of everything. So I am an avid reader. Although I don't have a huge amount of time to read. So what I find is I mainly listen to books on Audible whilst I'm doing other things. So I listen to a lot, probably not one a week, but maybe one every couple of weeks. And so that's the kind of consuming everything. And then I have times where I feel the need to switch off. And this is mainly when I'm feeling either overwhelmed or I have information overload. So I've taken in so much that I can no longer hear my own inner guidance system. And, even for all of you guys, actually, most of us, 90% of us, or most of us, most of the time, so most of us, at least 90% of the time, we know what we should be doing, but we're just not implementing. And that's where coaches and mentors and accountability partners can be really, really useful for us. So when I can no longer hear what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm perhaps even looking in books or listening to podcasts to find out the answer, I know that it's time to switch off and press the reset button. And then what I do is quite often at the end of a new book, I will scroll through my Audible list and I will pick a book to not listen to in its entirety, but to go back through a few chapters before I move on to the next one. And just that simple act of reminding and refreshing myself of what has been said can be really, really, really helpful. So not only from a practical day-to-day, I've forgotten I need to be implementing this. I've forgotten that I haven't written my goals out for a day. I mean, actually that never happens, but an example. That can be really, really super useful. And then from a content creation perspective, often it's the stuff that I'm reading in the night or listening to in the morning on my walk or my run. It's that it sparks an idea that I'm like, okay, I've got to write about that. And that's how I come up with, quite a lot of the time, my content, which some people are like, you're always writing or you're always creating. How do you do it? Well, it's because I get inspiration from other people's content. So my recommendation for you is to just do whatever feels right. If you are ever short on ideas and you're not reading enough, just start reading. But if you find that you are an idea machine and you're never stuck for content, then carry on, do what is working for you. And if you have any other tips on where you get your inspiration from, please feel free to share, because I am always open to hearing new ideas. So look, I hope that you have found that useful, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Mwah. Take care. Bye.